Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Lethabo Mampana and I'm back again with another YouTube video. If it's your first time up in this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can become part of the family. If you already subscribed to my YouTube channel, shout out to you. You and I are buddies. Hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm so that this video can be spread out to other people in recommendation, then they can get to enjoy the good content that comes with this video. So guys, today is just another day in the life of a broke forex trader where I'm simply trying to make my money off of forex, trying to make money online in 2024. So there is, or rather there are trades that I've been taking or that I took, and I want to show you guys how I actually got to take those trades. So I'm going to show you how I was able to make this amount of money in only, or with only just two trades, or with just two currency pairs. So I want to show you how I was able to make this money here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I will just put it somewhere on the screen so that you can have a look at it. So it's 27,000. So it's $27.75 on my $10 account, which is a challenge that I'm currently running. So, and then I will also show you what is it that I'm looking at. Basically, I'm looking at GBP USD. So I also want to show you how to go about analyzing that pair at the current moment. So guys, if you would like to trade with a very reliable broker, you can just hit the link in the description of this video so that you can open an account with a reliable broker called Fibo Group. So this is why I decided to go with Fibo Group, or this is why I choose Fibo Group. I choose Fibo Group because it gives me ease, like it makes my trading so easy. And again, what it does to me is that I don't have to worry about having to wait for my withdrawal to hit my bank account. So I'll just put some screenshot of the transaction that I've made recently, of the withdrawal that I've made, and I actually received that money within 2 hours basically, but it was processed within 1 hour. Then it took another hour to hit my bank account. So I'll just put everything on the screen so that you can see what it does, what it looks like. So guys, without any further ado, let's firstly check on GBP JPY that I analyzed previously on my previous video, and you are aware how I did analyze the GBP JPY. So I'm just going to give you an update of how far it went. But even though that it hit my take profit, I couldn't wait until it hit my take profit because I'm growing this $10 account. And I'm also going to show you how I went about taking the Euro USD trade, which was a sell. So basically I'll break down everything to you guys so that you can understand. Then lastly, I will show you how I'm looking at GBP USD. Then I will analyze it in front of you. Then if you want to replicate everything, you can just take everything to your MetaTrader 4 or to your trading view. Then you can just monitor it how it plays out, so I've been talking, guys, but without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Cheers. All right, welcome back to my laptop screen, guys. So what you are looking at the moment on your screen is GBP JPY. So this is the pair that I analyzed just in front of you in my previous video. So if you haven't watched my previous video, you can just simply do so by clicking the link in the video description. Just underneath the first link, you will find the link to the next video, or you can just keep watching, and the link will just pop up somewhere on the screen. So then you can just go and watch that video. Then you will understand how I got to having something of this nature here. So remember, guys, I took a buy on GBP JPY, and as you can see here on the screen, this is the profit that I made. But when you're having a look at it, we were targeting this level here, highlighted, or rather marked with this horizontal blue ray here. So that was our initial target, and price indeed went to the upside until it hit our take profit. So let me just show you quickly that indeed price hit our take profit when it gets here. As you could see per the screenshot that I've just put on the screen. So that's how much I made from this single trade, but then I didn't wait until it hit my full take profit because like I said, I'm still growing this $10 account. And then another thing that I actually went to look at after closing this trade of GBP JPY is I went to Euro USD, which is what I will go to next. So that was EUR USD. So let's have a look at it. So I'm going to just wipe everything here so that you can clearly see why I took the sell trade that I took there on on Euro USD. So so this is the chart. This is how I found the chart, but it was before this price that is on the right hand side of wait, before this price on the right hand side of this vertical line. So when I got to the chart, I found everything that's on the left except for the one that you see that I'm highlighting. So this action here was not there when I get to the market when I was doing my analysis. So what I then did is, okay, I firstly need to check my market structure. I need to know where the market is going in terms of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, lower lows, lower low, lower lows, lower high, lower lows, lower high, and so on and so forth. So but in this case, what I did, because I did it quick, I just came here and connected the trend line, and this is what I did. Remember, this is where price was at the moment, so I only connected these two, right? So I connected these two and I told myself that, okay, this is going to the downside. But then why am I saying it's going to the downside? Because it's only based on off of this information. And for as long as I know, this could just break to the upside. So how do I further go to confirm that this is indeed going to the upside? Then let me just quickly follow price action and see if to the downside. Let me just follow price action to see if I can just capitalize from this market. But now when I look at the market, so this was a low, a high, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And then we have a higher high. Then we were expecting to have a higher low. Looking at this price action here, as well as this fair value gap. So I was still expecting the price to further plummet to close up this fair value gap here, or to even get to this order block down here. So okay, now price is going to the downside on 4-hour time frame. So now that we know that it is going to the downside, but then we are not fully agreeing or incongruent with what the market is saying, according to this trend line, and as well as following price action. Then what I then need added to my confluence is I then opened my moving averages. Then that's when I was able to see that, okay, now because of these moving averages, it also confirms that, all right, now this market is going to the downside. How did I finally conclude that it is going to the downside? Based on these moving averages. Remember what I said in my previous video is that the red moving average is a slow moving average, and then the blue moving average is the fast moving average, right? And then now, when the blue moving average is above the red moving average, then it means that the trend is going to the upside. Now when it crosses, then the moving average represented in blue color comes at the bottom, and the red one comes at the top. Now we are changing, or we have changed the direction from going to the upside then to going to the downside. So if you can just have a look, remember what I said in the beginning is that this is where the price was. So we only focused on this side. We only focusing on this side. So we don't know this right hand side price action. So we don't know of this price action. So we want to actually predict this action here. So remember, all we have, the information that we have is the one that is on the left hand side of this vertical line that is here. Let me just leave it here, or let me just remove it so that everything can be clear. So this is how we have it. Now I waited because now I see here that based on my trend line is that we had this high here and we have another touch here on the moving average, I mean on the trend line. So this is why I actually connected this thing here, because of this structural highs, right? So then now when the moving averages crosses and the blue one comes to at the bottom, now I was fully now confident that we are going to the downside. So what I then wanted to see is I wanted to wait until price touches either of these moving averages. So firstly, if it touches the first moving average, what I need to do is to wait for price to engulf the previous upgoing candle to the downside, right? But then when price touched this moving average here, when price touched this moving average here, so what I did is I went to 1 hour time frame to see if there isn't any engulfing that I can take advantage of when I get there, right? So this is how we have it on 1 hour time frame. So on 1 hour time frame, price touched the slow moving average, but then on 1 hour time frame, I mean on 4 hour time frame, price touched the fast moving average. Then now on 1 hour, we can see that it pierced through and it went to touch the red one. So I wanted to see the engulfing happening there. So price touched this level here and it went to the downside, it engulfed. So this is where I then took my trade and I actually put my stop loss. Actually no, I didn't put any stop loss, but then I was going to put it here. Should I or should I want to put a stop loss, right? So this is where I was going to put my stop loss, but what I did is I entered without a stop loss. I know this is not a good thing to do because you will never know what will happen next in the market, but so each and every single time when you trade, you need to put in a stop loss. So I didn't put stop loss because I thought I was going to babysit this trade or manage this trade, but I didn't do so, and this trade went on and on and on and on and on. So this is where I took this trade, which was a sell, because now I was convinced that we are going to the downside. So then I didn't actually also put a take profit, because to myself I said, if I'm going to then take a trade with lot size 0.01, then I'm only aiming for $2, right? Then price went to the downside, but then it wasn't $2. Then it went to the upside. Then that's when I placed another 2 trades. So I had now 3 running trades of lot size 0.01. So in total, that was lot size 0.03. So based on what I said I will do when I place a trade of lot size 0.01, then now because that we have lot size 0.03, meaning that I will need to have about $6 in profit before I can close without putting any stop loss on all the trades or all the position that I took on this pair. So it went on and I was in huge loss of about the highest loss that I was in, I think it was $11, because my account was sitting at $18. I will show you everything. So it was sitting on $18 and I took these trades, and now it went to a drawdown of about $11. I know it's not an ideal thing to do, guys. You have to trade with stop loss and take profit in place, and you have to also manage your risks. So in this trade, I didn't actually properly manage my risks, but I came out as a winner. But like I said, it's not advisable to trade that way. So nonetheless, I held that loss of $11. Actually, it was $12. Then I held those positions, and the trade finally gave in when it came here. Remember, I didn't have any stop loss or take profit, so don't see this and say, but you hit a stop loss. No, I didn't have any stop loss or take profit. So so the idea was just to take about $6. Then I was extremely busy, and when I came back to this trade, I found it somewhere here, and I had about $16 in profit when I was only aiming for $6. So meaning that I made about $10 extra on these 3 trades. So that's how I went about to take this Euro USD trade, and this is how I actually analyzed from 4-hour time frame up until 1 hour time frame. So now that we got that out of the way, let's now go to GBP USD and see what it has in store for us to analyze. So it's GBP USD. Let's see what is it talking about. So just don't be surprised of what you see here. I was analyzing it yesterday and I was waiting for a certain thing to happen, which didn't happen, and I didn't take any trade on this pair. I'm just going to quickly show you how I actually went about doing it. So here on 4-hour time frame, remember, first thing first is to check your price action. You have to check your market structure. So that's what I did here. Hence you see the orange dot highlighting the highs and the lows, higher highs and the higher lows, you know. So based on what I have here, it was saying that price had just pierced to the downside and it is going to the downside. But then based on the previous price action, we can clearly see that this pair is going to the upside. So this is what I can see at a moment. So I just want to put my cell phone on silent so that it doesn't actually disturb us. All right, so we're going to now start all over again to analyze this pair so that we can take advantage of what it is that is doing. Right, so let me just switch off this moving averages and let's work. So let's work, guys. Now that everything is clean here on the charts, let's quickly follow price action. So but then by the look of things here, we are going to the upside, but then I would say it is to the upside once we have finally removed this high here. Let me just start it from here. You will pardon me, guys, I will just start it from, let me see, let me just start it from here. Please excuse me. So we have a high here and we have a low here. Now higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, or rather higher low here, and higher high, higher low. Then we failed to put in a new higher high, then instead we have a lower high. Then now, reason why I said it was going to the downside is because I can see here that it was pierced to the downside. If you can just have a better look here or a clear look here, so this was a change of character to the downside. So hence I'm saying that by the time I was analyzing yesterday, it was saying clearly to me that we are going to the downside because of this change of character here. So but when we look at a bigger picture, it says that we are going to the upside, but then we cannot fully say that we are going to the upside until we have removed this lower high here, because remember, this was our higher high and then now this was our higher low, and we were expecting a higher high here. Instead what we got was a lower high. So until price break this level here to the upside, then we are still bearish until bullish. Right, so we're going to patiently wait until price break this level to the upside to say that we are going to the upside. But then for now, we're going to focus only on selling opportunities. So now we are going to take it as we are going to the downside. But we also still need to confirm with our moving averages that we are going to the upside. So let's switch them on and see what is it that is doing, or what is it is saying. What does it say? Let's see. So the fast moving average is now okay, as you can see there, it looks like it's confused, meaning that we are not 100% ready, but then you can see that it has just turned to the upside. So it's either we're going to take a risk to go to the downside, or we fully wait until this thing stretches and it breaks the structure to the upside, you know. So then what we're going to do, we're going to move to 1 hour time frame and see what is it that we can do. Because yesterday what I was hoping, because of what I was seeing, I was looking at this order block here. I was looking at this order block. So guys, someone might be confused that, okay, now you are no longer talking about SMC and you are doing your own thing. Okay, so what I actually can tell you right now is that I'm taking the market as it comes, you know. So now we have something of this nature here on 4 hour time frame. I'm still saying that we are going to the downside until we removed this lower high here. Reason right now here is that, as you can see, this order block was violated. How was it violated? It was only violated with wicks, not the body. So we didn't get any body close above this zone here. So I can still consider this order block to be valid for me to go to the downside. You see? So now I'm going to move to a lower time frame, in this case, which is a 1 hour time frame. So let me just add my confluence by doing something of this nature. So if you can see here that we have pierced to the upside, but I cannot fully say that we are going to the upside until, like I said, we break this lower high here. So right, not a problem. We are going to move to hourly time frame. So let's see what hourly time frame has in store for us. So this is 1 hour time frame, and let's see what it is talking about. So we are here on 1 hour time frame. What is it that we want to do? We want to see if what we saw on 4 hour time frame, it is congruent with what we are going to see here on 1 hour time frame. So let's see how price got to this order block on 4 hour time frame, and let's see actually what price did when it gets to this 4 hour time frame order block on 1 hour time frame. So we have a low, and now we have a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, I would say higher high, higher low, higher high, and now we have, is it higher high? Then now we have a lower low, because now we have broken this higher low here. So meaning that we had a change of character here. So then what is happening? So what's happening here is we want to then see price further going to the downside, but then what price instead did is actually it broke the structure here, or rather it changed character. It changed character here rather, and what we wanted to see, based on how we normally do it on my channel, we actually going to pull our Fibonacci retracement tool, and we want to see a qualifying order block. So this was the first order block that we wanted to see price coming back to, then further plummet. But price, what did the price did? This price impulsively went to the upside, right? Then now we want to, the second order block was this one, and price still went to violate that order block. So by the look of things here, on hourly time frame, we are actually going to the upside, but I wouldn't say we are fully going to the upside until we remove this high here. So basically there are two things happening here, which is now my verdict of this currency pair if you want to trade it. So there are two things happening here. It's either we are going to the downside or we are going to the upside. Okay, you might say, but isn't that obvious that if we're not going to the upside, then we're going to the downside? What are you saying? So this is what I'm saying. Based on what I saw on 4 hour time frame, and based on this lower high here, based on the order block here, is that we are going to the downside. Why am I saying that? Is because this order block wasn't fully violated with a body, so it was only violated by wicks. So until we get an engulfing to the downside, then we will expect to go to the upside. So meaning that in order for us to go ahead and take a trade to the downside here, we want to see an engulfing to the downside. So if we don't have any engulfing to the downside, up until we violate this level here, then we are going to the upside. I hope this makes sense, and if you do not understand, please make sure that you communicate with me. Let's engage. Leave me a comment in a comment section down below and let me further elaborate, or you can just watch this video over and over again until you get it. So let me just re-explain it before you will say that I do not know what I'm saying because of your misunderstanding. So this is what is happening, guys. This is what is happening. According to the bigger picture, we are going to the upside, but then when we follow price action, we saw here that we shifted bearish here, right? Then we had this order block which wasn't mitigated, or it was mitigated here first, but then now it came back again. I mean, price came back again to the price, but I would say that this order block is no longer valid. But I wouldn't say it's no longer valid because there wasn't any body closure above this zone, so this zone is still valid. So the only thing that will make this order block valid or make our selling trades valid is if we have an engulfing to the downside here on daily, I mean on 4-hour time frame as well as hourly time frame. But if we do not get that, then we want to see price breaking this level here, right? So we want to see price breaking this level to the upside. Then we will say that now price is going in line with the bigger picture when we were looking at this currency pair. But then until then, it's a waiting game. We either wait for an engulfing to the downside or we wait for price to pierce through this level. So until then, we just wait. So this is how I see it here on GBP USD. And if you would like to do the same, you can just simply replicate everything and put it on your trading view as well as your MetaTrader 4 on your phone if you are analyzing using your phone. And again, just to remind you guys, I'm having a $10 challenge group, which is a WhatsApp group. And if you would like to become that part of group, you have to open an account using the link in this video's description. Verify that account with your documents, meaning that you have to do full FICA, and also you have to top up your account with $10. Then from there you will have to send me a WhatsApp text on 063 497 1886 plus 2763 497 1886. Then I will put you in that group. Whoever that gets $200 first from that $10 they deposited, then I will top that $100 with another $100 to make it $200. Then from there you can choose to either continue trading, withdrawing, or to do some copy trading, because Fibo Group does have some copy trading where you are able to make money while you have your arms folded, or while you are asleep, or while you are busy doing other things. So guys, without any further waste of time, I don't want this video to get too long because it is already too long. Without any further waste of time, guys, this has been your boy Lethabo Mampana, and I'm out. Peace.